The electric avatar of iconic G-Class is finally in India, which could be added to your garage at the price point of rupees 3 crore ex-showroom. And surprisingly, this is 64 lakhs lesser compared to AMG G63. Now diving onto the highlights of this sustainable tall boy G-Wagon, it gets similar styling to the conventional G450D, with partially raised hood, a new A-pillar design, a spoiler on the front of the roof, and air curtains in the rear wheel arch flares, which helps in improving overall aerodynamics of this ladder-on-frame SUV. The German luxury automaker also claims that the drag coefficient has come down to 0.44 compared to the G450D's 0.48, thanks to its central-lock forged quad electric motors turned out to deliver better off-road dynamics compared to its ICE derivatives. And surprisingly, this all without any compromise on the range figures, followed by the performance. As on a single charge, the EQS SUV shared 116 kWh battery unit in this car delivers around 473 km of WLTP range, and this Go Green G-Class could accelerate from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 4.2 seconds. Well, without being said, the power output of 587 horsepower and peak torque up to 1164 Nm plays a crucial role here. The G580 also gets a low-range transmission and an off-road crawl function, reducing speeds as low as 2 km per hour, and of course you could not ignore its eye-glazing technology G-turn, allowing the vehicle to turn 360 degrees on its axis. Well, if you think the advancements in this legendary SUV is limited to this, then my dear friend, you are very wrong. Because while the independent front suspension in the G580 is retained from the conventional G-classes, a rear rigid axle and virtual mechanical differential lock has been added to offer optimized torque vectoring, which eventually helps in managing excellent torque supply management even on heavy trails. That allows this electric G-Class to maintain the legacy of its siblings for off-road proneness. I am not elaborating on the cabin experience because that undoubtedly is phenomenal, with the culmination of rugged and soft touch material inside. Where the highlight remains, Mercedes-Benz latest MBUX system based on 12.3-inch dual digital screens for both instrument cluster as well as infotainment unit, continued by elements such as auto-adjusting 3-spoke electronic steering, which also gets control for managing adaptive cruise control. The list goes on with front seats multi-electronic adjustability, hosting memory function and ventilation for varied temperature, and enhancing over the practical feel, physical switches for HVAC panel including the tri-zone climate control, concluding with a single pane voice control sunroof is also part of the package. Talking of the practicality, there's more to your surprise. Firstly, because of battery placement, your SUV's cargo capacity is not compromised with over 555 liters of boot space, and to charge from 0 to 80%, this sustainable machine only requires 32 minutes. Isn't it unbelievable? The G580 definitely feels more of a Pandora box, being a mobility solution, and coincidentally it even has a boxy silhouette. There's also a scoop. The Mercedes-Benz is gearing up to introduce 8 all-new models this very fiscal year. What do you think of the G580's India entry? Do let us know in the comments, and for more such informative automotive updates, subscribe to Car Bike 360.